Cody, what the hell's on your head in that picture?
That would be a hat.
Oh. You look like a girl.
Did you say I look like a girl?
Yeah.
So anyways...
Cody, stop typing.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, mute your mic.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't know the etiquette of this whole deal.
I thought about it, I what a what?
I don't know the etiquette of work radio.
Well, now you do.
Now you're learning.
There is no typing while we talk, and there are no hats.
I'm not wearing a hat right now.
Everybody talk like this. The entire show.
Oh,
No. I'll be right back. Just getting a drink real quick. Hold on one second.
Jesus Christ. Anyone else have to go before we start? Like have a doctor's appointment they need to go to or something?
Go for your
No, that's already done.
Okay, so welcome back everyone. We've had the summer off. Our last show was the ORG Awards. So welcome back to the premiere of our next season of ORG Radio. So Jen, do you want to start us off?
Sure. I looked up on the org winner circle for the latest winners. I went all the way back to about September 10th. The most recent one is Rob Cormier, who won Johnny James' Next Top Graphic Designer 2. He won against Mervyn. Well, Jen, I have to say, I think it's awesome you went back 11 days. I just went with what was the most recent ones, because otherwise I just have, like, Rob. No, I know, I'm kidding.
Wait, what is the main topic of this? Is it like, you guys haven't done this since, like, before summer?
Jen is announcing the recent winners and what games are advertising.
Oh, alright.
So, shh.
That's exciting.
Alright, moving on. Anton Hirsch, I think that's how we pronounce his name. He won Survivor France. It was hosted by Carl Marquez and Mervyn Sanding. Andrew Gibson was playing as Splashdown and the new Thunderhead, won Incredible Big Brother, which was hosted by Quentin Boussal. KJ won CB Survivor 4, Outcast Island, playing as Julie. Our very own Cody won Brandon's Big Brother 3. And Stephen Carcase won the Porter Org Challenge, The Hunt, which was hosted by Patrick Porter. And the games that are currently recruiting are Jen Nevesky's Chopped, Facebook edition. I think she's missing like maybe 5-6 more players. I could be wrong though. If you want to know more about that, you can ask her. I tried getting to her, but I haven't gotten an answer back yet. And Chris Elliott and Mark Gilbert are starting a game called The Contender, and it's all about Mindjol games. And that's all for now.
One thing that I want to... Oh, well, first off, Troy is going to be going down to a part-time host. He'll be on when he can. And Holly has also stepped down as a regular co-host, so we are looking for another regular co-host to be on each episode. Two people that we had in mind was Amy Allen and Darian Rockefeller. They've both been on the show before, had good chemistry. They always brought in topics and good opinions about those topics and whatnot. So we thought they would be good choices. And we were going to have one on this week and then one on next week to kind of see how it is and get some viewers' input to decide if which one or if both of them should be regular co-hosts on the show. So this week, tonight, on the show is Amy Allen, who let me know a couple hours ago that she wouldn't be able to make it. So everyone listening, go ahead and submit your opinions on how well Amy did on the show tonight. And then next week we'll have Darian on the show. Alright?
How lovely.
So...
Well,
Amy.
I think she sounds lovely tonight.
So I want to talk about Cody Ross, your game, the Ultimate ORG Championship, which is
Oh
starting...
yeah, can I kill him yet?
Well, I was talking to Brandon about this earlier, but I do think the system works. You've got, since the merge, I think was probably the most hardcore players in that game that were left.
Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I would have liked to have seen Darian be more active at the beginning. I think he could definitely be here.
Darian was in the game?
Yeah, I know, right?
He was like number 1 at first, and then all of a sudden he just kept slipping down, and then he was gone.
He had internet issues, I believe.
Yeah, that's what he told me it was.
3 posting challenges and a vote. I finished like last in every one of them.
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
feel
sorry.
so bad about what you guys had to go through compared to what we're going through right now.
Yeah,
Is it
so long ago today?
it's way tougher now. It's way tougher.
We just finished a 12-hour posting challenge. And then
Yeah,
right
but
before that was... What was the one before that?
It was that damn game. Worst game ever.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love
worse
that.
worse than the Tim Tang test?
Oh my god.
Oh, don't even remind me.
I don't know if I would go
You
that
still
far.
haven't filled out my challenge.
What?
I challenged Cody to get past level 27.
Oh, please. What's the...
I think I got to level 4. I want to
Yeah. You cannot get past level 4.
That game is definitely shows you that some people just have too much freaking time on their hands.
Excuse
Or that
me?
people know how to work together.
No, I'm not talking about us doing it. I'm talking about the person who created it.
Oh. He redid that test like 3 times.
But, and the same conversation with Brandon, saying, I think anyone listening, Cody Ross, deserves, at minimum, a nomination for Best Host.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, that means so much.
So I think you should up my score level now.
Why you put that...
I had Fitty come after me in my house. For no reason except to take revenge for Patrick's game.
Well, I don't want to... I kind of screwed Matt over, so I guess I had to come in karma. But I don't want to say because the game is still going on, but I'll say it at the end, there was a move made in that game that I still don't understand, and unless this person actually wins the game, I don't know if I'll ever understand it.
You'll have to tell me about that, like, private message me or something.
Yeah, I will. Cody knows. Cody McCollum knows what I'm talking about.
Well, I'll say it. I assume you're talking about Danny.
Okay, well, yeah, go ahead.
Well, Danny was...
I was trying to be polite.
Danny was in an alliance with myself and Christy, and he had asked us our help because he sucks at challenges. He's like, please throw this puzzle challenge.
It was the one that Kevin got voted out in because he didn't want to do the puzzle, he didn't want to finish it. And me and Fiona were on the bottom, and we had no choice but to do the puzzle. Or else we would have risked going. But you guys could have thrown it and not have been eliminated at all.
Right, well, Danny was worried about getting a low score on that challenge and wanted us to throw it. And then he asked, we've helped him heaps in other challenges and tried to help him, and then he backstabs Christy. And I guess he has an alliance with Fiona. I really don't know what's going on at this point because I'm on my own right now.
No, and like I said, I don't care in those terms, but if Danny doesn't win the game, I think that'll be, like, Cody would get best host, but he'll get dumbest move.
I don't know, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it'll pay off for him in the long run. Who knows?
He did message me after I won that, what was it? Where I could give a disadvantage to someone in the next challenge. And then all of a sudden Danny messages me after blindsiding Christy and throwing me to the wind. He's like, hey buddy, how you doing? Are we still cool? Are you mad at me? Do you still want to talk game? I'm like, oh Jesus. And Chris Elliott did the same thing. He's like, are we still partners? Oh, you mean since you didn't fill me in on the vote at all? Oh yeah, we're still working together. Yay.
He hasn't messaged me since Christy left.
Oh, and then he asked me my score on the worst game ever. He's, oh, hey buddy, what's your score? And my exact response was, you really think I'm an idiot, don't you? And then he hasn't responded since.
Wow. Cody Ross, but the reasoning for voting me out was based on that pick challenge, and I just, not his fault because of the challenge, but the way that challenge worked is it really didn't show alliances. Because I was last picked in the first one, and my next pick was Chris Elliott, who was like my last pick. So it really, I mean, towards the end it might have, but the way it worked out is where you fell in like the first pick is when your choices were. If it were a true pick like Steven's game, then I could see where it would show alliances and stuff. But it was actually just a coincidence, I think, that it worked out the way it did based on that challenge. That's what I just never got, is being voted out based on that challenge. And it's like I said, it's all good. I do like your twist of the whole points thing, though, Cody. For the people who aren't really following it, do you want to explain how that's working? Because we're talking about points and stuff, and I don't know if everyone that's listening might get what we're talking about.
Actually, all 6 of the people I can play, you guys have all been in the season at some point.
Well, I mean, the people that are going to be listening.
Oh, yeah, I forgot this is a nationwide thing. Basically, the way it works is that in each round there's a series of usually 4 but sometimes 3 challenges, and for each challenge, you're ranked based on how well you did. So that first place gets only 1 point, second place gets 2 points, third place gets 3 points, and so on down to last place getting as many points as possible. And along with these 4 challenges, there's also a tribal council where your vote adds another point to a player of your choosing. And so then at the end of the round, the person with the most points is eliminated and then scores a raise, and we start all over. So in essence, it's a combination of all of these different attributes each round, and the person who is the weakest in a combination of these attributes basically loses out.
And so, in theory, you could be voted out but not go.
Exactly, that's the twist. I like to put the tribal council 1 or 2 before the ending, so that if everyone teams up on one person at tribal council, that person's at the bottom of the list, and then they have like 1 or 2 challenges to save themselves. So it sort of like makes the end of the episode more dramatic and action-packed and have a redemption feel.
Which works out great for me right now.
Orgies now. Wesley just won.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Wesley won?
Go up?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
He's gonna make me the...
I was rooting for him.
What are you guys talking about?
Big Brother Pandora.
Mm.
Kevin's game.